Alice knew that her two children loved eating the cakes she made the most, but she would rather throw the cake into the trash than give it to the two children. Seeing this, the two children angrily kicked over the trash can and chased after Alice, threatening to cut ties with her, who knew she would agree without hesitation. And the reason Alice had to do this was only because she had been reborn. It turned out that in her previous life, Alice deeply loved her husband Benjamin, but his heart was only filled with Jessica. Under Jessica's guidance, the two children also gradually grew distant from Alice. They even threw away the meals Alice cooked with her own hands into the trash. Alice thought that with time, Benjamin and the children would see her efforts, but Alice toiled her whole life, just wanting them to spend a birthday with her. Yet she heard they were traveling abroad with Jessica. When Alice was heartbroken, she was struck by a falling chandelier. Before she died, she swore that if she had the chance to live again, she would never devote her life to Benjamin again. The next second, Alice was truly reborn. Thinking of what she went through in her past life, she brought the divorce papers and went to find Jessica. Alice said to Jessica that she wanted a divorce and the two children would stay with Jessica. When the divorce cooling off period ended, she would completely leave Benjamin. Jessica was overjoyed. She immediately called Benjamin, and in less than 10 minutes, he came over with the children. He even bought Jessica's favorite cake. Jessica handed the divorce papers to Benjamin, lying that she had her eyes on a villa. Benjamin signed without hesitation. The two children said they hated Alice. They wanted to live with Jessica. When Alice saw them looking like a happy family, her heart ached deeply. So she silently returned home and started packing her luggage. But when the children came home, they mistakenly thought Alice was going to throw away their toys. They angrily condemned Alice and said Jessica would never do such a thing. Alice coldly said, "Why not just bring Jessica over directly and let her take care of the children?" The children immediately became happy, but what Alice didn't expect was Benjamin actually did just that. That night, Benjamin brought Jessica over. After Jessica arrived, she not only replaced all the furniture, but also threw away the pillows Alice made for the children into the trash. When Alice saw this, her heart ached again, but she said nothing and turned back to her room. At that moment, the butler informed Alice the children had an allergic reaction and had already been sent to the hospital. Alice rushed to the hospital, but what awaited her was Benjamin's scolding. Fortunately, the children were saved. Benjamin asked them what had happened. The children said they ate the snacks Alice gave them and then had an allergic reaction. Alice questioned the children why they lied and told them to tell the truth. Benjamin was convinced it was Alice's fault, so he wanted to punish Alice. Then he ordered the bodyguard to bring a glass of mango juice, forcing Alice, who was also allergic to mango, to drink it until Alice fainted. When Alice woke up, she heard Jessica admitting her mistake to Benjamin, that she was the one who let the children mistakenly eat mango. But Benjamin said it wasn't her fault. Alice completely saw Benjamin for who he was. She immediately booked a ticket to leave. At that moment, Benjamin walked in. He casually apologized to Alice and said he and Jessica were taking the children abroad for fun. After saying that, he left the room. 2 days later, Alice received a video from Jessica. In the video, the children said Jessica was their mother and Alice was just their nanny. Alice was heartbroken, but her determination to leave grew even stronger. That day, Benjamin held a birthday party for the children, but he had Jessica stand in the mother's place. The guests all mocked Alice. She really couldn't take it anymore, so she turned and left. But just as Alice entered the elevator, Jessica followed her. Jessica reminded her there were only 5 days left of the divorce cooling off period. Alice told Jessica not to worry when the time came, she would leave. At that moment, the elevator suddenly malfunctioned and both of them were injured. When the rescue team arrived, they said they could only save one person. First, Benjamin chose Jessica without hesitation, but the rescue team said Alice's injuries were more serious. Yet Benjamin insisted on saving Jessica first, so Alice fainted again. When the doctor saw Alice wake up, he said, Alice being alive was truly a miracle. 5 days later, Alice was ready to be discharged. Benjamin finally came to visit her. He tossed Alice a bank card as compensation and said as long as Alice obeyed, he would never divorce her. After saying that, he turned and left. Alice looked at Benjamin's back and called the nanny to send her luggage to the airport. Then she boarded the plane to leave that day. Benjamin couldn't find his shirt. He angrily called Alice's name. The butler then told him Alice hadn't been home for a month. Benjamin thought Alice was still in the hospital. The butler said Alice had already been discharged and had moved all her luggage out. Benjamin still naively believed that Alice did it to get his attention. Without Alice's restraint, the two children became more and more unruly. The butler advised Benjamin to bring Alice back, but Benjamin said it wasn't necessary from now on. Everything in the house would be handed over to Jessica. But at this moment, Jessica finally revealed her true colors.